Funked up with the rhythm.
Even Tom here. Today we are going to make a Jauz style bass, and I'll show you how to use it in Ableton and then mix it into your track and make it sound what effects you need to sound to make it super fat and awesome. All right, this is what the sound sounds like. I'll have different variations of it, and I'll show you how to change it up so it's not all the same. Okay, let's start by putting in a new MIDI track. Drop in massive. We're going to go to, we're going to go first off the synthesizer. We're going to go to Groan 3. Drop it down to -24. Put the intensity, keep the intensity up all the way. Put the wavetable position right here. Next one is just leave it on the square saw 1. Drop it down to -24. Put the amp up to just past the P. And the intensity down. Sounds like that so far. Oscillator 3 you don't need. Modulation. Okay, this is kind of where it gets cool. You can put it into a phase and drop it down to -12. -12. And put it right here. Phase it up. So it's kind of like more spread out now. You don't need any of this. You fade back there. Oh yeah, I don't need any of that. For the first insert, you can do it two ways. You can have your sample and hold for the first one. Just put the dry wet up a little bit. Put the pitch all the way up. Get you sounding like that. And I'll come back to this one. Oh man, I'll come back to this one in a second and explain that and how to make it different. So going up to the filter is going to put it on to Daft Filter. Leave the cutoff down and the resonance, put it up to about there. That's pretty much all you need to know with the filters. Put it to series, crank that up all the way. Okay, we'll go into the LFO. You just leave all the LFO criteria the same. Put that into for the cutoff, cut it to about there. Now it sounds kind of like a dubsteppy bass. I'm just going to put it on 1/8 because it's fat. Good. Now let's go into the voicing tab. I usually like to put it minus or up and down 3 because that's usually what they do in this type of music. I'll show that a little bit later too. All this stuff stays the same. Voicing, just turn it to modifier. Good. Then over here we're going to put on a Bronner tube. And we are going to put it up to here. Put the drive down. This is something we can modulate later. I'll still do it right now. Put that into drive. Put it up to about all the way. So that makes it sound a lot fatter. Next one, we're going to go with dimension expansion. Where's the dimension expander? This is going to expand the dimensions as the name says. Pretty straightforward. And EQ. Boost this a little bit. Boost the lows just a little bit. Crank the highs up a bunch. And the high shelf. It's going to give you like that mad, because this stuff, it has a lot of bass in it, but it also has lots of high end, because it's like, it's kind of taking the place of like the lead and the bass at the same time. So, this is basically the sound, but if you want to make it even fatter, you can go into here and go Sine Shaper. And I would put an LFO on the drive. Another thing you want to know is put the decay all the way up on the amp envelope. So it's just staying strong when you hold that button down. So now that this sounds pretty dope so far. It's super loud, as you can see over here. Yeah, so we want to, I'll show you the effects now and kind of how to mix it in. So you can mess around with this kind of stuff, the pitch. Also, the modulation on this. Sounds pretty sweet. But I would keep it at 12, minus 12. Good. So that sounds pretty sweet. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah. Okay, so once you have that, this is basically the patch. I'll save this patch right now. Save as. Let's call it Bass House Patch. Save that. Boom. Okay, now what you're going to do is, if you have Ableton, you can throw on an OTT, which is in multiband dynamics. Just drop it down to OTT. I would actually put on EQ8 first, and we can compress it later. So it sounds like this. If we look at it, we can boost the highs a bit. I would boost it about 2 dB up at 255 hertz. Just gives that like low end that you can feel, and then the sub bass that you can also fucking feel. Then you turn the OTT on. When you turn it on, it's gonna sound like shit. That's because all these parameters are pretty dope, but these ones is where how it kind of like mixes in. So I'll start with the low, and in the mid. This is how much is going in, this is how much is coming out. So that is sounding pretty cool. Now, if you listen carefully, you can hear that there is like kind of a ringing sound. It's like wee wee wee. So I would cut lots of that out with the OTT. I would also kind of cut the highs off. It also depends on your mix and your song, because your song, it's going to it really depend on how your song is going. But this is the general sound. Now you can have many different things for this, different variations. That, and then if you make MIDI, come on MIDI, yeah, there we go. So if you make a MIDI, lots of these songs are, this is gonna be really simple. They're just one note. Now, if you hear also there's a little cutoff at the end, I would make this a little bit shorter, so that like little womp back up doesn't happen. Yeah, and then this, probably make it like this. Bum, bum, bum. I know, that's super simple and kind of gay, but whatever. So usually what they do in this song, in songs like this, so they'll go like this, and they'll make the pitch down, so it'll be like bump, That's why I like it over on this side to put, this is where you fuck around with this. This really, you need to, uh, again, feel out in your song. You have to, feel, if it sounds right, go up and down and +1 or +2 or whatever. But you got to feel it out in your song because otherwise it might sound like shit and it might be out of key and stuff like that. So try and keep it in, like if it sounds good, then it usually will work. But that's basically how you make that kind of Jawzy sound. You got to get creative on adding other elements to the song, and the drums are a huge, important key factor to making this sound dope. What else did I have? Also, you got to drop it down because it's way too loud. Another cool thing to use, if you have this plugin, it is called, where is it? SLP, no, it's called, is it? Transit design? No. Sonic? No. What is it? What the hell is it called? SLP? Attack base range. Fuck, what the fuck is new? I guess I don't have it on this computer. It is, oh, it's Oxford. It's an Oxford inflator. You put that on and see the RMS, and like there's like the little light green one and then the darker green one. It'll bring those. It'll squash it down. So those levels will be really close together. So then you can mix it in your track, and it'll have like an overall sound. Will like the overall volume of the sound will be what it says on there, which is pretty cool. It makes it way easier to mix that in. So you just got to mix that into your track after that. I would, yeah, I don't know what else I'd add in here. Probably a side chain, mild side chaining, and then put it into the track. But yeah, I hope that was informative. If you have any other questions, hit me up and I'll try and answer them. Also, we have, if you have any other tutorial ideas that you want me to do them, because I'm going to be going turbo mode in the next little bit, doing some motivational videos and all the informational stuff and tutorials. We'll be starting like tutoring classes and shit, so that'll be really cool. So if you guys want some help with music, hit me up. Just got a new studio. Tyler from the other guy, Peep This, we have built a sick ass studio. It's so sick. It's like so magical and awesome. It sounds so good in there. It's my favorite place to be. Where's in my studio? Because I like to do lots of like just the fucking shit in my studio, and then go down there, mix it down, and make it all fucking special. But I'll put some video of the new studio in the next video or something like that. Anyways, yes, go look, if you haven't already, check out our sample pack. It's #1 currently on Black Octopus Sounds. It says Melbourne Bounce, but honestly, there are a lot of crazy stuff in there. There's like really good drums, really good effects, leads, everything. You could use it for Melbourne Bounce. There is a section that has offbeat basses and some leads that really you could use, but there is some sweet sounds in there. I use it all the time. It's money. Also, our new song came out. It has that big growly, like Jawzy kind of bass thing. Pretty cute. Then it switches up a little bit. And last drop. And it switches up. I feel like you have to switch stuff up consistently in this bass house stuff. Also, playing it like a couple tracks in a row, 3 tracks probably tops of these songs in a set. Otherwise, they just sounds like noise, and it's just kind of crazy. Like, I don't know. At least that's from my opinion. That, and then I can show you this stuff too. Delegate stuff, PT. Yes. So we have this one coming out right away. It's Jungle Freak. And then it goes into Moombahton. Pretty cool. Oh shit. Yeah, so that the video just ended. Yeah, so we got that, and then yeah, don't forget to check us out on SoundCloud, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that jazz. We'll have links to all that stuff, so definitely go check us out and download our stuff. There'll be heaps of free music coming out this year because I'm gonna build some street cred back up with all the good quality productions and sweet music for your sexy ears. Peace out.